Good evening. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Take a look at this, man. This is what a beautiful evening it is. I'm not sure if this guy's out here fishing. That's something that I would normally do, but a couple lawn chairs out there. Nobody's sitting in them on top of it. Beautiful evening. So this is our Friday wrap-up after what a tumultuous, gosh, I almost screwed that word up pretty good. Last couple of weeks we've had. And if you notice, this is my second video of the day, and video I did earlier was about basically kind of a call to arms to start protesting some of this manipulative behavior that we're seeing. No less, look at this guy. He's enjoying this evening right now. He looks like he's the only guy on the beach, something that, man, I'm almost tempted to, after I'm done with the video, go take a walk myself right there. Look at that. Wonderful evening. Well, anyways, let's take a look at the quote for the day, which is especially with silver folks and gold folks. Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. Joyce Meyer, and again, I grabbed this real quickly because it just appealed to me. I'm not sure who Joyce Meyer is. I hope she's a good person. I'm sure she is if she said something like this. But no less, that's very true. It's not about patience. It's about your attitude while you're waiting for things. I mean, I've been in very impatient moods where I've not been a pleasant person to be around. So we got to remember that, especially when it comes to precious metals. It's all about patience. And it's not really about patience. It's really what you've bought into when you bought gold and silver. You bought into something that's not going to go bankrupt on you, something that's a hedge against a falling dollar, something that's been around for 5,000 years. Really, security is what you're buying there. Now, I've said it many times here recently. If you've bought, if you're overweighted, I mean, if you got all your eggs in one basket, that includes silver, gold, cryptos, equities, land, whatever it may be, that's probably not a good thing. It's good to kind of be diversified into precious, different markets. And precious metals is one of those markets you need to be diversified into. Well, that's just my opinion. Let's take a look at what it ended up closing today, which is 18 until Friday. I'm going to do a little coin flip here. I'm in a different part of the office here, so I can't really spin it like I normally do, but hang on one second. Let's see if I can get a good flip here. All right, let's see. Flipping it. Ooh, we got the bear. Not too far wrong on there as far as today goes. Let's see what happens on Sunday night. Considering the coin has been wrong lately as far as pulling up bulls on bear days, since we got a bear, I'm going to say we're going to have a bull on Monday. I'm going to go the contrarian viewpoint. But let's take a look at this range, 1800, testing that sub 1800 range. Don't forget, folks, we still got Sunday nights where these people can, sadly, where these manipulative crooks, in my opinion, can bang this down below 1800. We could see high 1700s. However, it provides, as some of the old timers out there, old time stackers in gold and silver says, this provides a great opportunity to buy precious metals, physical precious metals at a much cheaper price. But no less, it's just disheartening how in our faces this type of manipulation is. But 1800 in the low, 1829 the high, currently sitting at 1812, which is the close until Sunday evening. I think a lot of people, including myself, are kind of probably going to tune in Sunday evening and see what that market looks like and about when they start monkey hammering it, if they do. Maybe this is the bottom, but I just don't feel that way right now. I don't feel the steam is out of the assholes arsenal right now. But no less, that's just my opinion. I don't like what I see happening here. 2113, and not because, again, a lot of you guys remind me out there, the seasoned veterans, say, hey, listen, it just means I can buy real silver at a cheaper price. But the problem I have with this manipulation and this kind of stuff that goes on in these markets is that the credibility factor. I live in America, and America is all about credibility. Our markets are supposed to be about credibility. Our elections are supposed to be about credibility. Our media is supposed to be about credibility. And if it's anything but, in fact, it's so in our face opposite of that, it's just, I don't know, man. That's why I keep talking about, I think I woke up in bizarro world. but no less. Silver, a low of 20.49. Take a look at that sub $21 level, which is pretty sad in my opinion because, anyways. 21.14, the high, and 21.13 currently sitting at. And when you hear my frustration, some of you folks are kind of misconstruing my frustration and with like silver's not going to go anywhere or this is like something new. My frustration is primarily with the new folks out there that get involved with the silver market and they're not familiar with this type of monkey hammering manipulative behavior that goes on in what I believe to be the Comex, Crimex markets, again in my opinion. And I don't even think that Comex quite gets it. The CME group quite gets it. The damage that they're doing to themselves. It starts, most cancers start very, very small, tiny little spots, and then they grow and they grow. And this is exactly what the CME group has, the Comex has, is a cancer going on with them. And this will grow and grow. It'll destroy the credibility of their marketplaces. It already has in silver pretty much. Come on, let's just say it like it is. It already has in silver. And at some point, the physical stuff has to trade, and I believe that I believe the reason that we're not seeing lower prices at this point, or we're seeing this kind of back and forth battle in the up and down prices, is that physical. The physical markets are kind of somewhat being depleted. At some point, 1,000-ounce bars are going to get more and more expensive, like they have been, and the dog will once more wag the tail, and the tail being the paper markets. Of course, I feel like I'm repeating myself all the time with this. Platinum, platinum has been very impressive. Before gold and silver started taking its downward travels to where we sit right now, platinum had already been there. Platinum had sat at 1890, 1880, I think. I'm not quite sure what the low was. And this is like a couple weeks before gold and silver, again, even started to decline. I've often said that platinum seems to have been like a canary in a coal mine. Canary in a coal mine, yeah, that's proper. A gold mine. A gold mine would be good too. Perhaps it's kind of leading. I think we're going to see a stabilization. Of course, we're going to see. I think we're going to see a stabilization of gold and silver. No, it's going to decline to nothing like that recent crypto. Of course not, folks. Gold has a 5,000-year history. It's never going to go bankrupt. It's never going to go out of business. But no less, we're kind of like trying to figure out where is the bottom in this. And for those of you who had the ammunition to buy more or haven't really spent all your ammunition right yet, you want to try to get this bottom. It'd be nice to buy this bottom, even though premiums pretty much suck on most of the physical products. Also, for those of us that have already bought in and people that have already got positions set and they don't have any more money to buy in, especially those that bought at higher levels, go fishing, man. Go do something fun. Go swimming. Go hang out with your family. Don't sit there and stare at these fucking markets. I'm telling you, they're corrupt markets, and they will bounce back up. The problem with these manipulative short positions in the Comex is that they can't survive unless the price runs back up again. And so you get a run down, run up, rinse and repeat, run down, run up, rinse and repeat, This is how they make their money, folks. These big commercial short positions, and also the Raptors out there that Ted Butler talks about. This is how they make their money. So in Comex and the CME group, who I recently said we kind of should protest to, and not protest, but give them a call and let them know our concerns, which if you watch my earlier video today, and we'll get to, I gave you a number to call that they gave me to call specific people, particularly the CEO of Comex, and let them know, hey, listen, we're concerned about this. We want to hear what's going on. But here, take a look at this, 21.13. Let's see what happens on Sunday night. Platinum again holding steady. Palladium, wow, getting close to that price of gold. What a crazy metal palladium is, man. That's like the gold being the older sibling, silver being the younger, crazier sibling, and platinum being the kind of middle sibling falling in between both of them. And palladium, crazier than silver. I mean, the prices are just nuts on that. Look at that, 1873 a low, not too far from where the gold price was and lower than where gold recently just was. Does that make palladium a great buy? Well, don't ask me because I don't know anything about palladium. So it's an industrial metal, and so is platinum to some degree, but no less. Take a look at these prices. I think they provide a good buying opportunity, as some of the veterans say out there. The markets here, up and down, up and down. Let me take a look at, I'm going to do a quick refresh here. Let's see when this collusive, manipulative behavior happened. And again, kind of a slingshot action there, as I'd say. Rather than just staying down, it kind of shot back up to a higher level. But again, let's see what happens on Friday nights. It seems like for the last month or so that the markets have been hammered in the evening markets, in the nighttime markets, where who the hell sells large positions of gold and silver in the evening markets unless their intent was to drive the price of silver or gold down? That's my opinion. If I'm incorrect, hey, make a comment down there below. I'm not a perfect person, and I'm not the smartest person when it comes to reading charts and reading news reports. But no less, I just smell collusive bullshit behavior all over for gold and silver markets overall. But no, here, we're hanging on to this 1800 plus level. And let's take a look at silver, probably the same exact time. Of course it is in the New York Crimex markets. There's NYMEX, which we like to call Crimex. Hey, a little satire here. And again, the opinion of me and other people. It's our opinion. If we think the CME group is kind of somewhat criminal and allowing this behavior to happen, we're allowed to have that opinion, folks. And we're allowed to express that opinion and give them a call and let them know that that's our opinion. But no less, take a look at this. It did shoot up a little bit higher after that. And of course, nobody likes to complain when gold markets shoot back up. No less, you know what I would like to see is an unhindered market, a market not hindered by a bunch of manipulative banks whose sole intention is just to fucking rinse and repeat and create the same profits over and over, or at this point just cover their stupid losses because of their stupid ass decisions made by idiots that should have never made the play to begin with. That's my opinion, and the opinion of people much smarter than me. Let's take a look at where it does the commodity, not the commodities, but the equities markets opened up or closed up at. Up, green, green, green. Gold down to $10.86, 0.6% according to Seeking Alpha. Bitcoin too down a little bit, but not much. Got a bid up from that 24,000 mark. It seems like the precious metals market's mostly being trashed over the last day or two, a couple of days after these other markets have settled down a little bit. No less, there's no doubt in my mind that governments and the central banks love the equities, Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ markets, and they would support these markets surreptitiously. God, I can't get that word right. Sorry, I'm doing the Archie Bunker thing here. And but on the sly, without us knowing about this, supporting these markets. And I think that's exactly what we got going on here. We've got the government and the central banks pumping money into the Dow Jones, S&P, and NASDAQ to prevent a total meltdown, because that's the only thing they learned since 2008. Don't let things melt down. They didn't learn how to fix things. They just learned don't let things melt down. How do they do that? Just pump more money into that system right there and try to prop this thing up from a complete collapse. But again, that's my speculative type mind thinking about this. And actually, there's people way smarter than me than this that kind of connect the dots and are saying that this is actually happening. If you want to know where it's happening, just look at the plunge protection team. Stop my video real quick and Google plunge protection team. That'll tell you everything you need to know about who might be propping up these markets. Again, as far as Bitcoin, got a bid, don't know where, don't know who, and anyone makes a comment below wants to say why we got to bounce off that 25 level, I'd sure like to hear it. Again, I find Bitcoin kind of interesting, and I'm not a trasher of it. I just think that banks and governments hate competition. They'll never allow it to exist properly. And then once you get the whales in there, you're totally fucked. I mean, take a look at the silver markets and the gold markets. LME seeks to increase transparency to prevent repeat of nickel squeeze. That's just a fucking joke. LME is a joke. LME's credibility is completely freaking shot because of that whole nickel squeeze thing. It's not a nickel squeeze thing. What they did is they bailed out a big short position because they make a lot of money off that fucker or whoever that was. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit Oh, tonight's video brought to you by whatever good red wine that Publix has. And by the way, Publix doesn't have a bad wine selection for people of my financial ability. I shouldn't say that. They do have nice wines. But no less, and I'm not sponsored by Publix. That was satire, and I was just trying to be funny. While I take a sip, normally it's my coffee in the morning, but I do like my wine in the evenings. LME credibility, shot, zero, zip, boom, gone. And they're trying to spin it that, oh, we're going to have more transparency. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And you know what? What kills me is that the CME group hasn't figured this out. They don't look at the LME and say, listen, this could be us if we're not careful, especially when it comes to silver markets and other markets too. I'm sure if it happens in silver markets and it happens in the gold markets, it happens in other markets as well. And the CME, if they want to just let it blow up in their faces and get their credibility near zero like the LME is looking at right here, hey, let it be so. And where do we go from here? GATA.org. If you're new to my videos, these are the guys that you want to read about how gold markets are rigged to some degree. There's a lot of good articles here I'd recommend as newbies. And forgive me for calling you newbies. Everyone's a newbie in something. But good stuff to read right here if you haven't read it already. Keep it bookmarked on your bookmark bar. And they have some good articles there. I'm saying a lot lately. Maybe it's the wine. Zero heads. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. The silver chart, they do not want you to see. There's some, unless I read this wrong because I didn't watch their video, they're saying that there is no manipulation and that people claim that there's manipulation in the silver markets or a bunch of tinfoil hat wearers. If I'm wrong, I need to apologize to whoever wrote this or did this video, but that's kind of the assumption I got from it. And if that's true, if they think that these markets are not manipulated, then they're full of shit. If I misunderstand that article, then I do apologize. Folks, take a look down here. This is a lot of stuff. Gosh, I got to give him kudos here. Good for you, Mr. Paul. That's $40 billion freaking dollars. That's just added to the taxpayers' bill. And a lot of you folks been watching my videos for any time know my opinion on all this stuff, so I'm going to move along. That's just damn funny. Usually people that accuse somebody else of something are it themselves. I know you are, but what am I? That's the best thing I can say to that statement right there. And I've got no issue with people that want to live their lives how they want to, so don't get me wrong on that comment either. Well, anyways, I'm going to move out of here because, as you can tell, again, instead of a sip of my coffee, here's a cheers to you, all my friends, on Friday nights. I've got a glass of good red wine here, and I'm going to do a toast to everyone out there. Ready? Here. You hear that? Actually, I am 3/4 through this glass anyway, so I'll be honest with you. I didn't just start it. Days after federal mask. Okay, I don't want to talk about this. And let's get out of here. We got a weekend to enjoy ourselves, folks. YOLO. You only live once. Let's not sit here and lament the idiots at Comex, in my opinion, and the idiots that create these kind of situations all over the world that are running the world. A couple of videos I put out today was red alert, silver buyers alert. And if you didn't watch today's video, more or less what I was talking about here, let me get past these stupid ads. And here we go. Take a look. Oh boy, that was a really good view today of the show. But more or less, I was kind of telling you guys what to do, who to call, and if you're really upset, watch this video though. Please don't just dial that number. Watch this video, red alert, silver buyers. It's got some good views so far here as well. We're up to 2,600 views, which is really good for us. And I gave you some ideas on how to do this. Remember, I'm just a small country boy doing videos in the small town of Lauderdale By The Sea. So when I get these kind of views, I'm pretty much smiling and stuff like that. And I'd like to thank everyone for your support. But I think we're all coming from the same page. We're all feeling the same thing. We're all feeling the same way. And anyways, if you didn't watch today's earlier video, I've done 2 videos today. Red alert, silver buyers. Just go to my commercial rare coins and precious metal page and you'll see it up there. And yesterday's video as well, Comex silver collapses, which was true. I got some good views on that as well, and I'd like to thank everybody for watching. To me, that's good views. Wow. And I do appreciate, especially considering that I do these things I started doing these and I still do them to create local business. And I recommend anyone out there, I don't, whether you do coins or whether you do mechanic, whatever it is you do, YouTube's a pretty valuable place to go out there and put your business out. So no matter what you do, and this is what I do here. So when I get more views and I hear people all over the world are watching me, not all of them, not thousands of people, but when I see people from different countries and different states watching me, that makes me happy too. And the best thing I can say is buy local. Keep buying local, folks. Keep that money local with the coins. Keep it local with tires. Keep it local with your mechanic. Obviously, you have to with that. Keeping local money is really important. And find yourself a good local dealer like myself that'll match or beat the online guys, because online guys are the like JM Bullion is the Walmart of bullion online, and I advertise to beat them, and your local dealer should as well. And if you own a local business that sells anything, I don't care if it's keychains, spatulas, or wine. Speaking of wine, I'm going to take a sip here. Rare coins, whatever it might be. Be competitive with the online guys, folks, because when you have a brick and mortar, you do have a huge advantage there, especially locally. You need to get that local business. But thanks for watching these videos right here. Comex Silver Collapses, Red Alert Silver. Please, I urge you to watch Red Alert Silver if you haven't watched it. It's an earlier video I did today. And again, I'd like to thank everyone. Can't get into the comments right now. There's always great comments down there below, and I read every single one of them. Well, it's Friday night. I'm going to end it with this. Think for yourself. Question authority. I've repeated myself over and over what this really means to me, and it doesn't just mean questioning other people. It means questioning myself. It means questioning what my narrative that's been painted for me throughout my lifetime by other people, by media, by government, by you name it. So question what you think is the truth, and then start questioning authority and other people. You'll be much more adept at it and much better at it. No less, something I learned at an early age, and oddly enough by a guy named Timothy Leary. Listen, folks, have yourself a wonderful weekend. Thanks for watching. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. If you live in South Florida, call us anytime at 954-493-8811 between the hours of 10 and 4, Mondays through Fridays. Happy to help you out with your precious metal purchases. Any questions that you have. We are a brick and mortar place, so come on in at any time. And we do have product on hand, quite a bit of it, and we advertise to beat the Walmarts online of the precious metals markets. Hey, so thanks again for watching. Enjoy your weekend, because that's really the important thing. Life is short. Take advantage of it. And I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye now.